in spite of the other things I've been feeling, I made the choice, most days, I made the choice to get up and do something. And more importantly, I made the choice to live. I made the choice to get up and do something with my life and live. You're watching 40 Entrepreneur Drive.
He's a butcher, a faker, a paper box maker from Jamaica.
Okay, let's try to pick up where we left off since my battery died again. I was saying that I choose to compare myself to other people, which can be a good thing, but it can also be harmful. When I compare myself to a specific person, because she's a woman too and she made it, they're doing eBay too and they made it. When I'm being like comparing myself to someone's exact success, they can be harmful and destructive and discouraging because I'm not seeing the same results. And that can wreak havoc on my self-esteem and my sense of competency. So yeah, I choose to do that, and I need to find a way to stop doing that. I choose to make myself vulnerable by posting and uploading these videos. I am putting my life out there for scrutiny and judgment to the world. Weird how I can do that with you guys, but not with my family. I guess it's because this screen is protecting me. I can choose to read the comments or not, but with my family, I have to talk to them and I have to listen to them because that's how families work. If you've got that kind of family, you talk to them and you take what they say to heart. But I don't necessarily have to take what you guys say to heart. So if somebody scrutinizes me or says something, I can kind of dismiss it. But in either way, I'm putting my life out here. My dreams, my goals, my aspirations, my strengths and my weaknesses. I'm putting it all out here. My successes, though few they may be, and my many failures. I'm putting myself out here and I'm making myself vulnerable. And that is a choice. And that is something that can hurt if I don't know how to take it constructively, or it can help me grow. But I feel like it's helping. I feel like it helps me, and I feel like it can help somebody else. And so that's what I choose to do. It brings me a sense of joy and, weirdly enough, connection, even though there's this screen between us that we cannot touch each other. I choose to stay persistent at my goals. I still want to be a business person. The past 2 or 3 weeks, I kind of threw in the towel. Not officially, because I have not given up my domain names, and I haven't shut off my Shopify store or my eBay store, but I kind of gave up these last 2 weeks. But I continue to persist, and I choose to continue trying because that's part of my character. I choose to continue trying to run a business. Sometimes I kind of wonder when is it time to stop? When is it time to give up? At this point, like I mentioned previously, I've made poor choices with my money as far as eating out a lot and not saving money. But I've also made a lot of choices to invest money in the business and to keep my subscriptions up, $30 a month from each one, plus different things. Those are choices. So that's money gone that I have yet to reap back. Sometimes I wonder, is it time to let go? But it's a choice. I've been investing a lot of my time on things that may not result in any type of benefit right now or even ever. And I chose to do that because I feel it was expected of me. I feel there was some benefit. I think some of it was because I was following a trend, maybe even. I think some of it was just hoping that I could get something out of it. I'm not watching everybody's stuff for the heck of it. I did it because I felt like it was expected and needed, and what we do. And a lot of the research that I was doing, I don't know. I made choices to prioritize and spend my time doing things that I didn't always feel were beneficial and were directly correlated to my business. I made that choice, which is probably why my business is not doing as well as it could be doing. Using YouTube as a thing instead of a thing to document the thing. Yeah. A 1 video a day upload, that goes back to me comparing myself to somebody else again. I saw somebody else doing it, and I said I can do that too. And really what I was doing was choosing quantity over quality. Quantity over quality. I know there's some algorithmic benefits, algorithmic boosts, you know, as far as uploading regularly. But do I feel like it was a necessity? Do I feel like it's really necessary for me to upload a video every day? No, I really don't. I don't think people are interested in watching me every day. Even if I was a big YouTuber, which I'm not, I think I would probably lose the interest of people after so long, because if something is there all the time and there's no rarity to it, and there's no chance to miss it, no chance to, you know, expect it, or no type of anticipation, it's kind of like, eh. And I saw my analytics going down. The more videos I made, it's like the less people were watching. And I think a lot of that is because I was choosing quantity over quality. Now, I don't feel like I just threw anything up there. Maybe at the very end, because I felt that compulsion. I gotta do it. I said I was gonna do it, so now I have to do it. And I'm like, are people really getting any value out of this at this point? Maybe some. Like, I tried to scrape some type of value in there, but at that point, I think it was just like, I said I was gonna do it, so I have to do it. I've just got to put them out. And it hurt. It really hurt. It hurt my heart to let that first, I don't know what the noise is. It hurt my heart to let that first day go by without a video. Because I kind of felt like a failure. Like, dang, can you finish anything that you start? Here's one more thing that you didn't finish. You said you were going to do, but you didn't. After a couple of days, it was more of a relief. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I don't have to scramble to put something out. Now, I still have notebooks and notebooks of ideas, really good ideas. Some of them I can't do right now because I guess I'm not at the level where I can network and get people to get on board with me. Like the other day, the other video I talked about, there's a couple schools that I want to feature, and they didn't get back to me. I mean, I was talking and calling and emailing for like the last month and a half of school. Now school's out, so I can't do it. But there's great content that I want to put out. I just can't right now. It's not within my ability, and that's something that I have to accept. But I'd much rather put out 1 video a week. Oh, I feel like such a failure saying that. I'd rather put out 1 video a week of something that is not condensed, what am I trying to say? Like chock full of good stuff that's like, oh wow, a culmination of a lot of good information, rather than several videos of like scantness, like this is a morsel. I think I'd rather like have videos more infrequently that are more fulfilling to make, and more filling for you guys to digest as information and entertainment and infotainment. So yeah, I chose to do that, and it wasn't fun anymore, and it was getting harder and harder to balance the little time that I had. This depression has really been pressing down on me, and with all the other things I've been feeling, in spite of the other things I've been feeling, I made the choice, most days, I made the choice to get up and do something. And more importantly, I made the choice to live. I made the choice to get up and do something with my life and live. Some days were pretty productive, even if I didn't have an online presence. But I was doing something at home or for myself, mostly for myself, going to therapy. Some days were not so productive. I mean, there were days going to therapy that I still did not shower, still did not brush my teeth, didn't give a damn about very much. But I went to therapy and I just went through the motions. But I got up and I lived. And that is a choice that we all have every day. I got up and I lived. So life is full of choices and circumstances. Some circumstances we are not responsible for. We're just not. We're born into circumstances. We're put into circumstances because of other people's choices. But there are a lot of circumstances that we as human beings, and I myself specifically, have come to live in and be a part of is my everyday experience because of my choices. And that's a list of my choices right there. Yeah, I think that's it. If I have not mentioned something that you are aware of about my life or about my business or about my channel, let me know. Let me know. Tell me in the comment section something as far as a choice that I'm making, a choice I might not even realize I'm making or that I just didn't mention. Or you can tell me about a choice that you have made, good or bad or beneficial, unbeneficial, that has put you in the circumstances that you're in right now. Good circumstances, bad circumstances, healthy circumstances, unhealthy circumstances. Let me know about the choices you've made or that I have made that brought you to this point right now. I'm going back to work Monday. I'm not ready. I'm going to choose to go regardless. Hope for the best, wish for the best, use the coping skills that I've learned. That's what I was told to do. And I'm going to choose to have faith, which has been difficult. I've been praying a lot more though. I haven't had any biblical businesses come out on Fridays because I only made so many. And I think they're already scheduled out and they've all played out. I might make some more. That's one thing that I have been doing lately in this dark time. I've been praying a lot. And I'm not the best praying person, but just talking to God, just casually, informally, not necessarily on my knees, but a lot more regularly. I've been choosing to maybe not put God first. I'm not going to try to sound self-righteous. But put God more, just in the picture more. Put God in the picture. Yeah. Having a choice is better than not having a choice. Having a choice is better than not having a choice. Don't you think? Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. For those of you who are still sticking around and for the new people who are coming to check me out, this is one choice I need to do that's oh so hard for me. I need to choose to tell my story whether somebody's listening or not. That has affected me. It really has. Seeing my numbers go down, seeing my views not stay up, or seeing my views not be as much as somebody else's. I've been comparing myself to lots of my friends. When I see that people don't watch, it hurts my feelings. When I see that people don't really have sincere comments, or their comments is basically sub for sub type of comments, it makes me feel some kind of way. But I am going to choose to tell my story, not for the likes, not for the subs, not for the monetization. If that comes, it comes. I don't even think that's not a priority anymore. It really was a priority. But yeah, I'm gonna make the choice to tell my story, whether somebody's listening or not, because at some point it is gonna help somebody, and somebody is gonna benefit from it. But I gotta choose not to get sidetracked or take it personal. And this is something that my therapist said that kind of kept pissing me off. Focus on one thing. Focus on one thing. Life doesn't come at you one thing at a time, but I'm going to try to focus on one thing, and that number one, my health, and then, my business. I got to figure out if I'm going to do both or one. And then, YouTube is just going to be for documentation purposes only. I'm not going to try to grow it as a monetization tool anymore, because it's distracting me from myself, from being authentic and just telling my story. And yeah. Okay, that really is it. I watched in a video, maybe I'll put the link on here, things never to do if you want people to keep watching. Don't say things like, bye now, or okay, that's it. I did that for like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I would stop the video in a way that was kind of awkward and weird, that made it seem like I was cutting myself off. And I did that intentionally because it's supposed to grab the viewer's attention and make them see what else you're going to say next in the next video. But sometimes you just want to say goodbye. So I'll check y'all out later. Bye. Sharing this video will allow you to discuss the topic with others. Subscribing will bring more videos your way. Smashing that like button will make you feel good inside. Trust me.